Ladies and gentlemen, and Atlanta Falcon fans everywhere in the universe, I am a lucky man. Why do you say? Because I got Big Low with me today. Uh, hello, Ma. I made it. Oh yeah, I'm that dude, Ma. Oh yeah, I missed you too, Ma. I know you're up in heaven with Dad. Tell him I said hello. But I'm on with Big Low right now, Ma. So if they got YouTube in heaven, check it out. All right. Love you. Bye. Yes, Ma. Yes, yes. I did my laundry. I did. Okay, Ma. Talk to you. Big Low, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Bo? Man,
Oh,
you doing good today?
I'm good, man. What in the world, Bo?
Man, what in the world, Bo? Look here. A wise man once said, Wednesday after lunch, it's all downhill from there.
That's what I'm
I'm
talking
that
about.
I'm that wise man. I'm the one that initially said that.
I know, man. You know what else the wise man said?
What's that?
He who spends the most money before he dies.
You still remember that one, too?
That was a classic. I will never forget that, man. That was great. I tried that with my wife. It didn't go over well, but damn, it was funny. Oh man, I was trying
whoever,
to get
whoever,
money to buy
whoever,
something I didn't need.
uh,
Man, I
whoever
was
dies
hey,
and owes the most wins.
I
That's
was
it.
like, hey, Kim, whoever dies knows the most wins. Come on. I heard this from a great man. Come on. You didn't agree with that sentiment, but it's okay. So, Big Low, check it. I was watching your show, right? And guys,
uh,
oh wait, first I gotta do my housekeeping here. Deshaun says, "What's up, T. Will and Big Low? Get some." Let me tell you
what's
something.
going on,
I
man?
I want Deshaun in all of my shows because Deshaun gets me fired up, man.
Brings the
That
energy every
that
time.
that right there, that get some is the universal sound for you mean business. You
It's
get what I'm
going down.
saying? That's
It's
them like
going
let me
down.
tell you, that's like you bid 10, right? You are down by 60 books and they are about to go out and win, and they bid four laughing at you like they don't have it. You got the big joker in your hand and
Right
you
in your pocket.
got pow, right?
Break it
You know
down
what
from the
you say?
ancestors.
You know what? You reach back to Black Panther. That's
Boy,
right.
yes.
And you say, get some. Bam. Table for two.
Damn.
Check, please. These folks are about to get up. Let's go. Let's go, Deshaun. Hey, man, I'm watching your show the other day, Bigelow. And if
Hmm.
you don't know, and for those of you who don't know out there, I'm a fan. Okay. I'm a fan first. I'm a Falcon fan first. I'm a fan of podcasters, and I am a freaking fan of Big Low. Okay.
Oh
And what
man.
I did not know is Big Low's wife is just as funny as he is. So I'm watching
Man.
the show the other day. Okay. And I'm about to drop a dime on y'all, right? Big Low's wife said that somebody was engaging in ashy behavior. You know, like your ankles are ashy. I have not been able to stop talking about it since. I've told my wife she's been engaging in ashy behavior.
Oh, yo, you did. No,
I
you did,
did.
T. Will.
I
No, you
did.
can't. You
I did.
can't talk to Miss Kill like that now. Hold on now.
I,
Hold on.
I told the bill collector he was engaging in ashy behavior the other day, talking about what he could expect. Whatever. You're engaging in nasty behavior, sir. What? Okay. Ow. Then I called it back. Hey man, here's the
Hold on. So wait a minute. So I get paid on the 26th.
ow. So,
what's the
so
what's the least you could take? I get paid on the 26th. $15.
oh, but you know what? I used to work at AT&T, and we
uh,
used to have to take phone calls for people calling to make arrangements on their bill. And these old ladies, I feel so bad. They're like, baby, can you take $10? Bill be like 4,000, right? Can you take $10? And let me tell you something. Because of my grandmother, I've always had a soft spot for old
yes.
folks. I take it. I'm
Yes.
like, okay, all right. Then I get cussed out. What Wilson? What the hell?
Hey man, look. Hey, I mean, she look. Yes, I completely. I
They be
completely. It's
so
the same
pissed.
thing with me.
They would be so pissed off because now
Same thing with me.
if you weren't old, whatever, you know what I mean. But you was
Yeah,
like old, and if I could tell you was old, I got a I got a weakness. You know what I mean? I just
yeah,
because I
yeah.
could
It's
see
the same
my
with me.
grandmother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the same with me. It's the
Baby,
same thing with
I
me.
gotta send my Terry some money, my dear. We called her mud dear. That's mother dear, but
It
the the dialect
exactly.
mud dear. Mud
Well,
dear
see, a
got
lot of people don't realize that.
they don't. They don't
A lot
realize
of
that
people
it's
don't
mother.
realize
Right.
what Medea stand for. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right, because mother deer was very common in the 50s, right?
exactly.
And so although I wasn't born in the 50s, okay, those of you out there, Weisenheimers, I was born in the 70s, and we called my grandma Madia. So, Madia, and Madia referred to herself in third person. So she'd be like, Madia has to send her Terry some money.
Yes,
So
boy.
Madia only have so much. You know what I mean? Have a boatload of money, but Madia only have so much. That was fun. That's how I learned to hustle from my grandmother because she was the first hustler that I saw. But anyway, I digress. You guys were doing a show, a
Uh
great show
huh.
the other day. The other Saturday, go to his. I know you did one last night. I didn't get a chance to catch it because I was working, but I'm gonna
Okay.
catch it. But that show you
Yeah.
guys did on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Jesus, hilarious, hilarious,
Thank you
hilarious.
so
Okay,
much. Thank you.
and one of the topics that came up, Julio Jones just retired, right? And one of the topics was forgiveness for Julio. And I thought to myself, as I often do, see what I did there? We should do a show, me and Big Low, right? Me and
For
Big Low,
sure.
right? So today, we are going to tackle the topic of forgiveness. We first got to do some housekeeping. So we got Ryan from the Bird Gang. What's good, T. Will and
What's
Low?
up,
What it
Ryan?
do, Ryan? What it do? And you still hustle. Damn right, Ryan. And
Got to.
said, my dear, keep it. You kept that.
He got it
I ain't
on
going to Antonio. She kept that. I ain't going. Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did. I love you, my dear.
Antonio a fool, boy. He is
I
a
love
fool.
you, my dear. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Ryan, you know how I feel about you, brother. I meant birdcage, not bird gang. I meant bird. I believe Ryan probably was an English major because even though he might talk in that dialect, I watch Ryan. I've seen him correct some folks. I believe Ryan is an English major, but you're right, Ryan. I'm sorry. Birdcage. My bad. Let me stay on brand. All right. So Julio Jones, forgiveness. Let's talk about that, Lo. Let's get into it, right?
Boy.
Do we forgive Atlanta athletes, and if so, why? So let's get into first what is forgiveness. And guys, I'm not condescending to you. It seemed like the thing to do, right? If we're going to talk about forgiveness, we need to talk about what it is. So I know
Okay.
you guys know what it is.
Okay. I like this. I like this. Let's start. Okay. All right.
But this is I've got my trainer hat on. I used to be a corporate trainer back in the day when I had a waist and I could see my shoes. I used to be corporate a corporate I just a corporate trainer. Now, now I just look like a pizza delivery guy. But have it, have it, no. All right, so and no disrespect to any pizza delivery. I just look relaxed. That's all I'm saying. I
Hey,
just
look, ain't nothing wrong with it, T. Will. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Amen. King Richie says, fellas, what's good? What's
What's
good?
going on,
He said
Kane?
Ryan was good. Ryan says, I was a political science major and I'll start it off. I'll forgive you, bro. I know how you feel. I definitely love your show, bro, and definitely are one of the best. Bro, let me tell you something, man. I love me some Ryan. Ryan is
Yeah,
my
man, Ryan.
but I believe
Cool
you were
bean.
an English minor, Ryan. You can't fool me. MW franchise player says, what's good, fellas? All right, so forgiveness. Psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance toward a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Low, do you? I know that's a whole lot. Whew. Do you agree with that definition?
That is deep. That is deep. Wow, a conscious and deliberate decision to release your feelings of resentment or vengeance. Woo, boy. Yeah, I mean, I okay. So after hearing this definition, I, I just realized that I have a problem because I don't forgive. Wow. I'm
So,
looking at the man in the mirror here, T. Will. Wow. I'm sorry.
no, no,
Okay, go
you didn't
ahead.
know you was gonna have to get that hate up out your heart, did you?
Boy,
Oh yeah.
good grief.
Oh, we gonna pass the collection plate. It's
Wow.
loaded. Get that hate up out your heart. Oh,
Good
what in the
grief.
world?
Goodness.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So yeah,
It's
so
good. It's all good.
I mean that's a great definition. That's a I mean that's a great regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness.
Right. Right.
Boy, you talk
Because
about punches to the gut.
well,
Good.
so here's the thing, right? And my mama was a pastor. So forgive me, y'all. I'm not preaching. Understand this is in the context of what forgiveness is. And I promise you we'll talk about Julio Jones and a whole lot of folks that pissed y'all off. Trust me. But this must be said. All right. So my mama was talking to me. Love you, mom. God rest her soul. She was talking to me about forgiveness one day. And I was really mad at somebody, Lo. I was mad. Lo, I was mad. I was mad, man. What the young folks say? I was big mad. I was
Big
big mad.
man.
I was 38 hot
Oh man.
as the our Atlanta brethren and sisters. I was 38 hot, right?
Good
And I
grief.
said, Mama, why so and so do this? Oh, I just oh. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, she said, because my father would never say that, because he wouldn't forgive. Anyway, love you, Dad, but you know I'm right. Uh, uh, I feel like my parents are looking down on me. Some days I just feel like they're pissed at me because I talk about them so much. I feel like they're pissed at me. You get what I'm saying? But
Hey,
anyway,
Terry at it again. He at it
and
again.
he had it again. Boy, Georgia, your son. Because whenever I mess up, I'm her son. Georgia, your son. Here's what she says, though. She says, in the Lord's Prayer, it says, forgive my debts as I forgive my debtors. In other words, forgive them, forgive me as I forgive them. Forgive me as I forgive them. In other words, if I don't forgive them, he won't forgive me,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of what this text is saying,
Yeah.
right? So if somebody punched me in the eye tomorrow, and I'm like, God, I want you to get him, he's going to be like, well, Terry, if you haven't forgive him, then I can't forgive you for stealing your sister-in-law's plate last week because that was her
Dang
dinner and you
gone.
ate it,
Dang,
right? Hold
you
on,
stole
don't
the
you
plate.
go judging me
Dang
low. I didn't
gone,
know it
T.
was her
Will.
food. I did not.
Man, you stole her plate? Hold on, wait, hold on, wait a minute. What?
I didn't know it
Hold
was
on.
her
How do
food.
we get here?
I
Like,
did not
hold
know
on.
it was her food. So
Dang, it was in the refrigerator. You took it.
no, okay. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, and I have a reputation around my house, but it is not deserved. Okay,
Okay.
but I have a reputation. So my wife calls me and she says, "Hey," because my wife loves me. She if she go out to eat, she'll bring me a plate. Okay, so
Uh
she
huh.
says, "Hey, I left you a plate downstairs, and it was a plate of I think she said steak or what did she say? She
Dang
said
gone.
rib." And I
Shouts
went
out, Miss
downstairs.
Kim. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. First, shouts out,
Yeah,
Miss Kim. Thank you.
the MVP.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
MVP. Yes, yes.
yes,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love
Go
you, Kim. And if you're out, could you get? No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
ahead.
I'm
Could
just
you go by the
kidding.
drive through?
I'm
Get it?
just. She's gonna be so mad at me for telling this story. So I come downstairs, right, and there's a plate of like steak and shrimp, and I'm thinking, oh,
Oh.
she must have got it wrong because again, we live with 8 people, right? It's
Uh
probably
huh.
5 or 6 folks that went to dinner, and maybe I don't know there was a mix up or whatever. So I just take the plate and I take it upstairs. I don't touch the food. I
Uh
just
huh.
take the plate and I take it upstairs. So my wife calls me like 30 minutes later. Did you grab Dacia's plate? And I'm like, no, I grabbed the plate that was downstairs. Because when Maya came in, look, I'm dropping dime on everybody. Maya,
Wow,
my youngest daughter,
boy, this is
she's
okay.
like, I'm like, did you bring my plate? She's like, yes, it's on. the table, right? There were two
Uh-huh.
plates on the table. One of them had rolls, the other had food. So I'm assuming, oh, okay, she got it wrong. So anyway, my wife, did you take some? I didn't mean to, blah, 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 blah. So I took it back downstairs, got my plate, whatever. But the point is, if I have not forgiven the person who did that to me, then God will not forgive me for what I've done to other people. That's the premise. That's what
Exactly.
these folks are saying. All
Okay.
right,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to Julio Jones. So Julio announces his retirement last week, right? And to understand the context, we have to take you on the journey. It's a picture journey, by the way.
Uh-oh.
By the way, guys, picture pages. So we got Julio Jones, right? I'm not throwing everybody under the bus.
I
It
mean,
was
I
a
mean, I mean,
secret
I
to the
mean,
story, King
I mean,
Richard.
you,
Come
I
on.
mean, you kind of did. I ain't gonna lie to you, T. You kind of George O'Malley them.
It's not. I George
You kind of
O'Malley.
George. Yeah,
I,
you kind of from Grey's Anatomy. You kind
oh,
of George O'Malley them.
I thought you were talking about from 12 Angry Men. Okay, wrong O'Malley. All right. Okay. Golly. We've got him. We've got to get this guy. No, I didn't do that. I'm not a hateful person. I don't even hate
No,
Julio. I'm a little
basically what
pissed.
I'm saying is, they got basically what I'm saying is they got hit by the bus.
They
Like
got hit
George
by the bullet,
O'Malley
man.
in Grey's Anatomy. You kind of did
I
it. You kind
remember that. What, Lo? I shared that with. Why would you bring that up? You know that broke my heart, Lo. That
I'm
was a
sorry.
hard day in the Wilson household. Does anybody remember the episode where George O'Malley got killed on Grey's Anatomy? Because we stopped watching Grey's Anatomy after that. And shame on you for bringing that up, Lo.
Well, maybe you can forgive me.
What?
Maybe.
Oh, I see what you did there. I this
maybe,
guy.
maybe you
You
can
know
forgive
what?
me.
You know what? That was not ashy behavior, sir. That was not ashy behavior. I'm just gonna say. All right, guys. So we draft Julio. Julio comes in the league, sets the league on fire. This dude
Crazy.
is catching receptions here, there, everywhere. He is the anointed receiver that we have been waiting for all of our freaking Falcon lives. And Matt Ryan is throwing touchdowns here, touchdowns there. And for those of you who call Matt Ryan noodle arm, I wish you were there back in the day because clearly you weren't because Matt was throwing 50 yards here, 60 yards there, 70 yards here, and it was a beautiful thing. Okay?
Beautiful.
Matt and Julio were simpatico, like Batman and Robin, Stockton and Malone, Jordan and Pippen, maybe. Jordan, not the son, his dad and Pippen.
His dad. They
Son and Pippen.
look. They
That's
were like
yeah,
they were like Jack Spade and Bodie working
there
on you.
you go.
I mean, they were just
They were
because
just
whenever
you know.
whenever Jack Spade and Bodie work on your yard, I mean, they do such a great job. They were like Jack Spade and Bodie.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Hey, Zach, I didn't do that, Zach. That was not me, sir. That was not me. I'm just letting you know that was not me. That's all you need to know, sir. All right, so Julio's in the league. He's doing great, man. It's 2011. He's out here doing big boy stuff, right?
Crazy.
He's out here making catches or whatever. And then 2012 comes, and the Falcons get to the NFC Championship. Are you kidding me? In our own home, Low. In our own home. We are in the NFC Championship. Julio has a great game. I think he catches a touchdown in the first half. Everybody's loving it. And you know the story. I mean, damn it, Harry Douglas. If you didn't get
Come on,
hit by
man.
the turf monster, we probably make it to the Super Bowl. And that was a penalty.
Yeah, that was a
Okay.
penalty. That was a penalty.
On Rod on when that fourth down play where the guy mugged Roddy.
Yeah, that was a penalty.
Damn officials. 2013 comes in. We suck. But we're still having great, great times, and Julio's setting record numbers. 2014, we suck again. Great numbers. 2015 comes, and we have Mr. Kyle Shanahan.
Boy,
Exactly. And
boy.
2015 starts out great, a lot like this year. You know, we're great in 2015 for the first half, and then we start losing. And then 2016 comes, and Julio is a beast. He is the best receiver in the league at this point. He has
Yeah.
an unbelievable season and an unbelievable game. In this season, he goes for 300, not one, not two, 300 yards against Carolina. He goes off. He's a man amongst boys. And he goes to the Super Bowl and makes one of the greatest catches we've ever seen in the history of everything. Oh, well, there's that catch against the Saints. God damn, Julio was good. There's that
Yes, sir.
300-yard game against the Panthers. And here's the catch. Matt Ryan threw this thing 7 feet in the air. Julio hops up, catches it, comes down, and excuse me, does the toe drag swag. Man, those were great times.
Great times.
Those were
Great
great
times.
times. Great times.
Boy, boy,
A moment of silence for 2016. Low.
boy.
Moment of silence.
Oh,
All right, we're back. 2017. Kyle Shanahan leaves.
goodness. Goodness gracious.
We have a new offensive coordinator. We have the top 10 defense in the league, but damn it, our offense, it's just not what it was the year past. And we don't know what it is, offensive coordinator. But we get to the playoffs and we lose to the Eagles. 2018 comes. Matt Ryan has one of the greatest seasons since 2016. And then somewhere after that, Julio starts hanging with Team Obliterator Tio.
Oh,
And you know what? To his credit, Julio is in the best shape of his life.
he
He
is.
comes back rejuvenated. He's killing it. We had reworked his deal, I think, a couple of years before. He's great. And I'm going to be honest with you. My brother and I, Eric Parker, had a discussion when it was put out there that Julio was hanging with Tio. And the discussion was, you know what, guys? He's going to ask for more money. He's hanging with Team Obliterator. He's going to ask for more money. And you know what, Lo? I'm not even going to say it because I don't have the heart to say it. What happened not long after he started hanging with Tio? What happened, Lo?
He asked for more money.
He asked for more money, damn it.
He asked for, he asked for more
That
money.
was ashy behavior, Lo.
That was ashy behavior.
That was ashy as hell.
Ashy
Okay.
knees, ashy ankles, knuckles, in between the fingers, just ashy behavior. Very
That was
ashy.
ashy Larry ashy behavior, is what
Larry,
that was.
yes, yes,
Ashy Larry
completely,
ashy
completely
behavior.
agree.
Just terrible.
Corner of the lips, no,
Now, now
ashy.
we're getting into crackhead region.
Yes, yes, like that was, yeah, like how how do you how does your eyelids get ashy?
Oh
Like
my
I like just ashy, very ashy behavior.
God.
All because Michael Thomas got paid.
Red balls. Oh man. All right. So this happens, right? On and on and on and on and on. We fast forward. The relationship between Arthur Blank, the Falcons, and Julio is, in a word, contentious. Okay.
Yes.
And then on that fateful day, Julio, legend has it, unbeknownst to him, but I don't know. Some people say yes, some people say no. Goes on the show and he announces his quote, out of there. I'm out of there. I want to win. I'm out of there. And this left the Falcon faithful brokenhearted. It was a sad day in the Wilson home again. Not as sad, mind you, as when George O'Malley died on Grey's Anatomy, but sad nevertheless. Lo, how did you feel on that day, sir?
Well, so I put out a video as soon as it happened. First of all, the great thing about that whole situation is that I had an idea that Julio Jones was going to leave. Um, I didn't know he was going to leave in that fashion, but you know, you know what people say, whenever you kind of expect it a little bit, it hurts a little bit less, and that's how I felt. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of whenever you just put up that slideshow, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, it made me kind of emotional because like
Yeah,
Julio Jones
yeah.
was like my
It,
favorite player,
yes, yes,
like of all
yeah,
time. You
yeah.
know, I predicted that we were going to trade up and get him, and we actually did. And like we're looking at the whole maturation of Julio Jones. You know, from the predator Julio Jones to the short haircut Julio Jones to the it's, I mean
Predator. Oh wow! Oh wow!
you know I
Ladies
mean
and gentlemen out there, he doesn't mean predator in that way. He means
no,
predator.
no, 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 not yeah, 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 not
He
yeah,
doesn't
not
mean
the
predator, stranger danger. He doesn't
yeah,
mean
yeah,
that.
no, 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 no,
Talking
no, no,
about the
no,
movie.
not that. Yeah, yeah. Talk about
With
the movie.
Arnold
You talk about the movie.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We ain't doing that. Yeah.
it's the predator. I'm sorry, bro. That was
Nah, you can, you can. But it's like after watching that slideshow, it made me like it always makes me like emotional whenever I think back on whenever Julio Jones and Roddy White were together and the connection Julio Jones and Matt Ryan had because in my mind that was the most beautiful football in Atlanta Falcons history. Um, and for it to end the way that it did, and you asked me how I felt whenever it happened. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was completely pissed off. I mean, I was, and I remember when I put a video. As a matter of fact, whenever we did the live, they told me that I was doing and saying things that I don't even remember. So I guess I must have blacked out. I guess I had just enough common sense to hit the record button.
yeah. Damn.
And I guess I just blacked out,
In the moment said do it. Mm.
bro, bro. In the words of After Seven, in the heat of the moment, I lost my mind. I didn't know what to do.
Feeling
So
anger with Julio in
I
the
felt
heat of the
angry with
moment.
Julio.
Well, let me guess, you weren't singing ready or not. I'll give
No,
you everything.
no,
Oh,
no,
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 you weren't singing that? No.
no. I wasn't singing Ready or Not. I was
No. Okay.
I was so upset. I was singing Ideal, Get Gone. Since we're having the
Woo,
R&B
woo,
conversation.
woo, woo, woo,
Because I felt like, look, if you don't want to be here,
woo.
you go ahead and go.
You've abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore, Julio.
Love don't live here anymore.
Love
So,
don't live here anymore. It takes a fool.
uh
Shut up,
oh,
mom and dad, to
uh oh,
learn that love don't love nobody. I wish I had you and Uncle Steve right now.
man,
I could
boy,
be the backup because I can't sing. But anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. So you're mad, right? You're big mad in this moment,
yes,
right? You're
yes.
big mad. You're upset. Obviously, your anger is directed towards Julio and maybe Tio because on your show, that was great, by the way. So if you guys do anything else this week, please check out that show from Saturday because I literally laughed from start to finish. I was not ready for Coach Rhodey. I did not know. I did not know she was bringing all of that to the show. Okay, I didn't know that, but now I know. So if you guys have not caught that show on Saturday, you need to catch it. And if you don't catch it, that's ashy behavior. Okay, if you don't check out Lowe's show, that's ashy behavior. I'm just you watch the show, you'll get what I'm saying. All right. Carrie says, "Hey T Will and Big Low, hit that like button. Everyone, love Miss Carrie, greatest
What's
producer in the
going
world."
on,
So Low,
Carrie?
you're pissed at this point, right?
Yes, yes,
Object of your ire is Julio, maybe a little bit of Tio, right?
yeah.
All right. So let's fast forward 5, 6, 7 years later. Julio announces his retirement. He appears to be holding back emotion. He thanks Matt Ryan, Roddy, Harry, another receiver, I think, his Nick Saban, his college folks, his high school people. He does not thank the Falcons, but he thanks them. He talks in depth about how Matt Ryan had him in his home, how Matt Ryan did this for him, how Matt Ryan did that for him. At the end of that speech, how are you feeling?
Well, I think he and I noticed that he mentioned that he did it on 404 day, and he said that he did that for the city. Um, and so I guess to a certain extent, you can ask me if I forgive him.
I was building up to that, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go right ahead.
Well. As far as my emotions, I felt emotional because y'all know I'm a big softy, and as he was talking, I'm just going through my mind about all the great moments and all the memorable moments that we had. I remember going watching him his rookie season at training camp, and they had him fielding punts and he couldn't catch anything. He was dropping passes all over the place, and we literally watched his maturation. And Coach Ronald used to call him fumbles because he couldn't catch
I
nothing.
remember that. Oh, they fumbled. How fumbled to them? All right, how fumbled.
so I mean, moving forward, it's like then you watch him like grow as a man and grow as a player over all these years. And I mean, whenever I was watching, I was proud of him. That he was so successful and everything, and he considers this place home. But I still held some resentment
Okay, that's fair. Would you say that you've forgiven him?
after reading that definition. I don't think I do because I'm still glad. I'm still glad he didn't win the Super Bowl, right? I mean, so, I don't. I don't think I do. I mean,
Oh,
I just be honest with myself, T. Will. Like at the end of the day,
wow.
like whenever I think back, okay, you go run to Tennessee because you think y'all got the juice. Oh, nah, that didn't work. That's what you get. Oh, you going to Tampa Bay? You going to play with Tom Brady? Oh, okay. Okay. You didn't win. Oh, that's what you get. Oh, you going to Philadelphia? You want to go play with the Georgia Bulldogs? Oh, okay. Oh, you going back to run back with AJ Brown again? You didn't win. Surprise, surprise. Public surprise. That's what you get. So, I mean,
Oh,
look,
oh, that was great.
Ryan said I'm petty, Bo. I'm
That was
Richard Petty. I'm Petty Wop. I'm
great. You petty Eddie.
Petty LaBelle. I'm Petty Eddie. I'm every kind of petty you can think of, but I'm just petty. At the end of the day,
Oh
I'm pepperoni, the same
wow.
thing that you put on your pizza. Anything that has to do, I'm petty.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, I mean, I can't say I forgive him.
Oh man. Sports Time Zone says Julio gave y'all boys some good years. Can't fault the man for trying to get a ring elsewhere. Hey man, Sports Time Zone. Hey man, that's a good dude here, man. Talked to this guy recently. Good dude. Does a lot of sports content. So if you get a chance, check him out on YouTube, man. Good dude. Good dude right there. So here's the thing, right? Both things can be true, right? I love Julio. I will
Yes.
always love Julio because I feel like Julio was a competitor and you got his best on the field. Now, as you said, and again, if you guys don't go back and watch that show from Saturday, that's ashy behavior. Julio, after one play, would be like,
That's it. That's it.
hey,
That's
hey
it.
run out, right? But
That's
there you
it.
go.
That was him.
There you go. It's 35. Julio catches the first down. What's he do, Lo? Do it again? So, hey, you know what I mean? But even with all of that, Julio is one of the greatest Falcons ever. I don't
Yes.
think that's in debate. The question is, does the ending of his Falcon career, right, as acrimonious as it was, does that overshadow what he contributed to the Falcons? And this isn't a question for me. This is a question for the fans. So those of you in the chat, if you forgive Julio, hey man, I got the man, the myth, the legend on my show. We're gonna do it like Low does it. If you forgive Julio, drop a one in the chat. If you're still pissed and petty, drop a two. Okay. Now me, I don't know, right? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm back in college and I dated this girl and she got mad at me over some dumb shit I probably did. And she went off on me in front of my friends, man. She embarrassed me. treated me like I was spineless. You didn't build this shit, we did. CMB and my brother's keeper. Yes, in other words, like, okay, you embarrass me. I'm in conflict, right? I remember the good times we had, that cake you made that I like. You know what I mean? The way you look in them damn jeans. Oh my God.
Man, God.
But then I remember my boys laughing at me like, oh my God, bro, get your girl. Oh my God. Oh, the disrespect. So I'm kind of in limbo where Julio is concerned. I'm kind
Yeah.
of in limbo where Julio's concerned. So
I mean,
let's see. Carlos says one was never mad. Hey man, Carlo's a rider. You hear me? Carlo is ride or die. King Richie says two because he went to the ops in Tampa Bay to try and get a ring, shaking my head. Millie Mill says one. It ain't like we was gonna use him anyway. Once Arthur Smith was head coach. Ah, I like it, Millie. I
I
like
mean,
it.
but like going back to the situation with your girl, it's like y'all could have broke up, right? And it would
Yeah,
have been like, okay, like this didn't work. And I mean, that's kind of how I feel about Julio. It's like, look, like we could have went our separate ways, and you could have just said, hey, I just want to try to do something different. I want to try to win a ring and be in the best situation at these twilight years of my career. You could have legit because I mean, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, Julio was he was missing. He was losing a step. Like people don't want to acknowledge it, but I could see Julio missing a step.
he was.
So it's like, but the way that you did.
I need a water break, coach. I need a water. Water is for cowards. Water makes you weak. Water's washing blood off my uniform, and you don't get no blood on my uniform. I will break my foot off in your John Brown High Park.
High
I'm
parts.
right. Birdcage says two, but I understand the business. All right, man. So look, we'll come back to that because we got some other guys, right? Oh, y'all
Okay.
just about Julio? Nope. We got other
Okay.
guys that we need to debate to forgive or not forgive. Okay.
Okay. Who else we got?
So this guy right here, this dude, this dude was gambling on football on his own phone. Holy shit, Calvin. He was gambling on football on his. Come on, Calvin. Like, Calvin, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? So, Calvin, like, you know what? This reminds me of when Prince released that album with those butt out jeans. Somebody should have told him no. Now
Somebody
I
should
know
have
he's
told us.
Prince, and I know the chicks did it, but somebody should have told him no, Prince, no. Okay, somebody should have told Calvin, "What are you doing?" He was suspended for the entire 2022 season after the NFL determined that he had gambled on games during a 5-day stretch in November 2021 while on the non-football injury list. This obviously resulted in him, I think he took off. He was already stressed out. He had a lot going on or whatever.
Yeah.
So are you still angry with Calvin, or were you even angry when it happened?
So whenever all of that happened, I was under the notion. Well, my basically the way that I was thinking about it was like, look, I don't know what his situation is, right? So I didn't necessarily get angry. And then whenever it came out, he told his whole story, like even going back to his childhood. Talked about how they were raised in foster care and how he graduated from school aid and and what happened, that caused all of the stress. Bro, I after I found all of that out, like I actually felt very bad for him. Um, I also it made me angry at the Falcons. To be completely honest with you, it made me 100% angry at the Falcons
Why?
because
Why?
well, well, if you think back on that 3 year span, you look at all of the superstars that we had leave the team because of the strained relationships that they had with the Falcons while Arthur Smith was the head coach.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
like, Calvin really never came out and said, "Hey," he came out and said he felt like um, Falcons leadership didn't support him, but he never came out and said that, "Hey, it was Arthur Smith." But if you just look at the smugness that Arthur Smith carried himself with,
Mm.
and you look at how he responded to all of the Calvin Ridley questions, and
Mm.
once again, we didn't know what was going on the whole time. I blame the Falcons. I blame the Falcons for dropping the ball
Mm.
um, with Calvin Ridley, and him eventually going somewhere else because you know we didn't show empathy and understanding for his situation.
Mm. Though, I'm gonna be honest. You ever seen that commercial? The adult in me says this, but the kid in me says so.
Yes.
So the Democrat in me can empathize, but the Republicans are like, what does that have to do with gambling, though? What does that have to do with gambling? Okay, I understand. Poor childhood, boo hoo. We get it, but you're a grown ass man with
Man,
millions. You're sitting at home because you didn't want to play. You're bored out of your skull. What does that have to do with it? That sounds like excuses to me. Now, I'm not saying I'm either Democrat or Republican. Before y'all get started, it was a joke, people. I'm trying to make a point. This is not a political show. We will never get into politics here. Okay. I probably should have said the devil and the Lord, but then you guys can't have it both ways. You got to pick a side. All right. So, in all seriousness, I get it, right? I understand that apparently Arthur Smith was not well loved, you and Coach Ronnie spoke about Julio not receiving the diva treatment on Saturday,
hmm
and do you remember that?
yeah.
That lets you know how good that show is because I don't remember shit. But I, 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 I got text from my wife that I can show you where she's like eggs and cheese, because I don't remember anything. Okay,
Say that here.
but I
Say that here.
remember a good part of that show. That show was so good. All right. But it really was. Okay. And you guys are engaging in ashy behavior. If you don't watch the show that was on Lowe's channel on Saturday, God damn it, Lowe, I need to be your like hype man. But um, um, you know, in all seriousness, so there would be some who would say, "Lo, what does that have to do with you got millions?" Like, there's no, and especially when it comes to gambling, you can't do that. Like, I understand you're upset over here, right? That's like me saying I was upset, and that's why I went and robbed that bank because I was really upset. My childhood was terrible, and da, 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 da. No, you robbed it. You made a conscious decision to rob the bank, right?
Yeah.
So again,
Um,
just
so I mean, for example,
okay, okay,
um, okay, I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor yesterday,
okay,
and the ear, nose, and throat doctor told me how the things that go on in my nasal cavity affect my ears, and it affects my throat, and reverse what goes on with my ears affects my nose, and and those are things that you wouldn't even consider to be related to each other,
okay.
right? So, King Richard, he talked about all the things that were going on with Calvin Ridley. His house got broken into 3 times, and
Damn, 3 times.
yeah, 3 times, and he ended up having mental health issues.
He
Now,
needed to move. He
he
needed a
did.
real estate agent.
Yeah, yeah. He should have moved. He should have moved. I don't know if they owned the house or they rented it or what, but he should have moved. But at the end of the day, it's one of those cases where, like, hey, you're gambling on your own phone. And in my mind, that goes to show me right there he had a mental health issue because I mean
Or
that doesn't make any sense,
he's not
right?
that bright. He could just be
Or
not
or
that bright.
or, or, or he ain't the sharpest knife in the
He could
drawer.
be a little dull. What are the old
You
folks?
know,
What are the Brits call a little thick? The old
a
folks
little,
say
yeah, a
a little,
little
a little
fickle. Yeah,
thick,
he might be a little fickle.
a little
Yeah.
thick. Not thick in a good way, fellas. Not thick like that. Not thick
But
like that. Okay,
I mean, so
not caked up and caked out. Thick as in dull. Go ahead, Lo.
nah, you good. So I mean, I really feel like it's one of those cases where you know we don't know, and that's the thing about mental health. There's never a clear cut. If this happens, then this is going to happen. If this happens, then this is going to happen. There's no straight roadmap to the results of what happens. Whenever you have mental health issues or mental health episode. So I mean, all I can say is that it's one of those cases where moving forward, it hasn't been a recurring issue, right? It hasn't been like it's not like a Josh Gordon situation where it's like, man, you if you find a couple seeds in a roll of toilet paper, you're gonna try to get high. It ain't one of those situations. you know, it's like he had a mental health issue, and he made a bad decision, terrible decision, and he hasn't made that decision ever since. So it's like I forgive him for it. You know.
If he calling me, if he calling me, I can't see if he calling me. Come on, Pook. You owe, Pook. You owe a lot of people. Little bastard just like you took my mother's life. Didn't want no money. Didn't want any valuables. Pow! Just took a life. You owe, Pook. You owe.
Man. Oh. Can you,
So you forgive him. Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen
sorry,
in
T.
the
Will.
chat, if you forgive him, drop a one. If you don't, drop a two. We got to get
Can you
on to
still
our
hear
next
me, T.
guy.
Will?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
me?
Yeah. I can hear you. For some reason, my camera went off. For some reason.
Well, the good news is we can still hear your buttery
All right.
voice. You know what I mean? Hey, go ahead and hit it with that quiet storm right quick, Lil.
There
Go,
you go.
ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's the king of podcasting, Big Low. What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, bro? I don't know about the king. I don't know about that. There's a
Shit,
lot of folks out there.
I know.
There's a lot of folks out there a whole lot better, bro.
No,
Whole lot better.
that I don't know. I tell you what. I know I'm not the king, right? I know if we talk about kings, we got to talk about. There could be more than one king, right? But we got to talk about Smitty. We got to talk about Big Low. We got to talk about Uncle Steve. Okay. I know I'm the court jester. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Look. It's the same here. It's the
not.
same here. I'm
I'm
the
not.
guy that walks behind the horse. I'm the guy
Hey,
that walks behind the horse cleaning up the poop. That's what I do.
you ain't cleaning up no poop. All right, you guys ready for the next Falcon that we need to forgive?
We got another one.
It's
No.
1998.
What in the world?
It's
No.
1998. The Falcons are in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Golly,
Oh, I did it. You didn't think I was gonna do it? You
man.
didn't think I was gonna do it, Lo.
Goodness
Did
gracious.
you think you could do this to me, to Meyer Lansky,
God.
Charlie Luciano, and me? That's some buck. I'm on my movie shit today. I don't know. I'm on my movie show. All right. So, guys, for those of you who don't know, this is Eugene Robinson, who was the safety for the Atlanta Falcons on the 1998 Super Bowl team. And let's just say that he was caught doing the wrong thing. So he faced media after being arrested on charges of soliciting undercover police officers for sex the night before the Super Bowl. Now, while we're certainly disappointed, and it definitely goes against the rules of the good book, you can make an argument that if this is a part of your routine before a big game, I mean, really low, should you change? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can hear my wife like, you bastard. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, kid. I'm just kidding. All right. So low. First off, are you mad at Eugene Robinson? Were you mad when it happened? Or was it more just like shock? Like, give me your thoughts on it. And to those of you who aren't really aware of like what happened in 1998, I'm sorry that happened.
He
Uh,
left 40
but
he
go ahead.
left $40 on somebody's dresser for all the folks in Atlanta. Ain't much no need to going down the whole, he elicited he left $40 on somebody's dresser, y'all.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
That's what happened. He left $40 on somebody's dresser.
Oh wow!
Well,
Just happened to be an undercover cop, right?
it just happened to be an undercover cop.
Feds, the Feds.
Man.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I do not forgive Eugene Robinson.
Damn.
Um,
I
you're
mean,
the
wow.
Yeah, I don't forgive him.
Damn.
I don't forgive him because apparently that's something that he had been doing for a long time.
Well,
Um,
if the brother got a problem?
I
You
mean,
forgave Calvin. You forgave Calvin. It's a problem in a dip. You not gonna forgive him? Like he didn't do
nah,
that to us. I mean,
nah,
you know.
I ain't gonna forgive him
Oh wow.
because
Damn.
because but I mean, well, first of all, it's like my whole thing is like, don't be a guy to fake the phone, right?
Don't be
I
a
mean,
phony.
think about it, T. Will. It's like we're public figures, right? So there's a possibility that whenever we go out to a Falcons game or a Falcons event, people will be like, "Hey, what's up, T. Will? You got that thing on you?" Like it's a possibility that can
Wait,
happen.
Lo, hold on one sec. Hey, mom. Hey, I know I said I hit it before. Big Lo just called me a public figure. Look, yes he did. Yes, he did, mom. Oh my, I know. I know. Mom, do they have Popeye's chicken up in heaven? She didn't answer. She forgot. All right. No. Oh, yes, that was Ash's behavior. But I was in the mode. All right. So you don't forgive Eugene Robinson.
No, I mean, like I said, like we're public figures. So I mean, not only is it a situation where you're faking the phone, you know, you were what the man of the year that year, right?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, like so you were the man of the year that year, and I mean, not only did that create a huge distraction for the team, but the man cheated on his wife.
he did, man.
Like,
He did.
I mean, so it's like if you compound all of those things, it's like not. I mean, first of all, it's terrible to cheat on your wife,
It is
but
terrible,
not
and
only
that's
that,
not good for the marriage either, or
yeah, it's definitely not good for the marriage
or your bank account.
or your bank account. But not
Now
only that, but the man decided to do it right before the biggest game of his life.
he needed to release low. Come on.
Man, come on, boy. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He
Come
needed
on,
to
bro.
release. Okay. All right, Coach Ronnie. That was ashy behavior. You're right. Okay. All right. So we don't forgive Eugene Robinson for getting his you know what on. Hey man, shout out to Craig. What's up, T Will Bigelow? And beautiful Miss Carey. Hey man, Craig is hilarious. I love me some Craig. Craig, anytime you want to have a beer, man. If you ever come to the ATL, Craig, hit me up. Because this dude's hilarious, man. Love this dude. Love all of y'all, damn it. Let's see. Sports Zone. I have Julio top three Falcon wide receivers all time. Between him, Mathis, Rising. So yeah, I'd forgive him, and I'm not even a Falcons fan. That's interesting. Okay. Birdcage says the 1998 version of Backdoor Man. Laugh out loud, a la the Hoochie Coochie Man. Okay, I can do. Well, so here's the thing, right? And not that I'm playing devil's advocate, right? Guys, it is well known that my mom was a preacher. Okay, love you, mom. Shout out to you. It is also well known that I am a devout cusser. I love to cuss. I
Yeah.
can't wait to cuss. I love to get it in every day. I just gotta drop F bombs. So what does that make me? I mean, if we look at the dichotomy of T Will, I love the Lord, Lo. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I look,
sometimes
I'm a devout cursor too now. Like I let them fly. I let them fly. Like let them fly like the birds in the sky. I let them fly.
so
you know?
so I mean, am I not worthy of forgiveness, Lo, by your definition? I mean, sin, is it not? Am I
No.
not?
No.
Am I looking at this thing out of context? Like, help me out here. What is the
Look.
point of demarcation on Lowe's
Look.
forgivometer?
Look. I mean, is there a way to pull the definition back up? Is there a way?
Why, yes,
Because
Lo. Yes, Lo, there is. Wait, let me, because you know I don't remember shit. All right, we're on slide 11 in the chat. So if I, oh shit, well, it's not that one, but if I forget, we're on slide 11. Okay, all right. Guys are like, we're
okay.
not in class. T. Will get it together. All right, so Psychologists generally define forgiveness. Oh wait, did you want me to read it or you?
No, 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 no. Please,
All right.
please, please, please read it.
I'm gonna get my trainer voice on. Psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance toward a person or group who harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Right? Again, forgive me as I forgive them. Forgive
Yeah.
me. So, in that context, Lo, we can't forgive them.
No, I can't. I can't.
Damn.
I can't.
Wow. Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
And I understand at the end of it says, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness, and I don't feel like he deserves it. But at the
Damn.
end of the day, it's like, bro, like, okay, so you're a devout cursor. I curse too. Like, look, we both curse, you know. But I mean, I know that it's one of them situations where that's completely on a totally different spectrum, opposed to being like, hey, you know what? I dropped the F bomb a few minutes ago, but I'm finna go leave $40 on this lady's dresser, this fine lady's dresser, and I'm gonna go play in the Super Bowl, act like it ain't happening. Yeah, I'm gonna deny it. I'm like, nah, I didn't do that. I mean, I was in the back of the cop car and everything, but they got everything mistaken. They got
would,
everything mistaken.
would he be defined as a duplicitous MFer? You
Yes,
duplicitous MFer?
yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, chat. What do you guys think? You forgiving him or not? I need to know. Drop it in there. Oh man, King Richie says T Will needs to be an audible book reader. Oh man, thank you, King Richie. I appreciate that.
You
I
might
get on
want
my wife's damn nerves.
look. You might
Uh,
want to consider doing contracting out for those voice gigs.
hey man, I appreciate that. Thank you. That is a
Yeah.
high compliment again, but my voice gets on my wife's damn nerves. Craig, first thing she asked me in the morning, how many podcasts are you doing today? This is literally
Hey,
the
Miss
first
Kim.
thing. Not good morning. I like how many podcasts are you doing? I got on her damn nerves. All right, Craig says T will definitely curses in the drive-through when Popeyes is run out of chicken. You goddamn right, Craig. Wait, what did Jack Nicholson say? You're goddamn right, I did. I did order the code red and Popeye's chicken, but those fuckers ran out of my sandwich, damn it. I sure did. I sure did.
And I got that thing on me. So
And
what y'all gonna do?
I got that thing. See, Craig, you didn't know. I bet you didn't know, Craig. I got that thing on me. I got it. All right. Next guy we got to look at forgiving. Marcelo Zuna. Now, Marcel got into it with his wife a little bit, but what a lot of people don't know about this is that his wife had an assault charge the year before
Yeah,
against Marcel, so they fight.
yeah.
That's what they do in their relationship. That's their thing. They get after it. Okay, and he was pulled over for the whole driving while drunk or whatever. I'm whatever.
Mhm.
That was 2 3 years ago. He has since been a model citizen, has been the greatest Braves hitter since 2 years ago. Has carried the team, been the one lone hitter that's been carrying us this year, carried us all last year. In 23, damn near hit 50 home runs. Could have been co MVP with Matt Olson.
Yeah.
Have we forgiven him or no?
So what's the relationship with his wife now? Like, are they still together
They're
or?
still together. They're still together. They still post stuff. They're still together. I mean, I guess they work. People work stuff out.
Is this a situation like did he have to do like anger management or something?
Probably so.
I mean, look, if it's a situation where, you know, if it's a situation where he's tried to do things to rectify the issue that he had, and he's working on the relationship with his wife, and he's been a model citizen ever since. I mean, I'll forgive him. I'll forgive
Okay.
him in that regard.
Ryan
I
agrees with you. Ryan agrees with you. King Richie says so. T Will don't drink Mountain Dew in that cup. That's just his chase. Oh, it was good. I was good. You are one king. I like that, brother. I like it. I like it. Ryan says facts. Bird King says, I'll forgive Ozuna. Okay. I mean, why wouldn't
Oh,
you?
okay.
Look, Ozuna is Unk. If y'all don't know, Ozuna is Unk on that team. He is Unk in
Yeah.
that clubhouse. Everybody loves Ozuna. So whatever his issues were, he figured it out. I love Ozuna. I love the way he walks up, to the plate, with that stroke. Ozuna has swag, man.
Yeah, yeah, you do. You got a little swag to him.
I don't, but he does. You know what I mean? Ozuna has swag. Okay, my wife tells me I can't dance for shit. Whatever, Kim.
Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh.
Bam.
Oh,
Whatever,
there,
Kim.
there it is. There it
Whatever.
is. You
Whatever.
hear that? You hear that Bobby Brown Whitney G?
Y'all want some? What?
Uh-oh.
I'm
Uh-oh.
just saying.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying.
Don't,
Don't
don't
get
hurt him till you
details
will.
on that dance floor. Well,
Don't hurt him till you
I'm
will.
probably, I'm probably gonna get tired after about 5 minutes. Whew, I'm gonna, somebody gonna have to come get me off that floor, man. Whew, shit. And I'm gonna need about 3 pieces of chicken from Popeyes. Uh,
Somebody go to the
thankfully,
drive-thru.
don't worry about that. But I'm gonna need something to drink, man. It's gonna be rough. Craig says, you know how the sports world goes. As long as you are producing, everything is forgiven. King Richie says, I forgive him because the Falcons player ain't rectified shit that just left. Laugh out loud. Vic the only one. Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. So we forgive him.
I mean, so and it's like in regards to like the whole Marzell Zuna situation, is that I feel like if you do things, you it just like King said, you need to do something to rectify it. Like so, I had this huge issue um in regards to and I don't know how involved you are in pop culture, T Will, but Lizzo,
She lost
um
a lot of weight recently, right?
yeah, yeah, she lost a lot of weight recently.
Yep.
But the thing is that so I don't know if you heard about like all the allegations that she had like 2 years ago. They they said they people accuse her of some really heinous crimes, some really
Ain't
heinous accusations.
that like the
So
witchcraft one or something? Or
what'd you say?
was that like the witchcraft one? I've heard rumors of that, but I mean, okay, I
Nah,
guess not.
man.
Keep going. Sorry.
Nah, nah, no, 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 no. You good. But basically, things that have to do with sexual
Oh
accusations.
wow.
So moving forward and harassment. But
Wow.
anyway, uh, it's a situation where she came out. She said, "Hey, I'm retiring from music."
Okay.
After all of that came out, she
Okay.
said, "Hey, I'm just gonna retire from music." She stayed gone for like 2 years, and she like slowly started popping up in just random situations.
Okay.
Then it's like she had like this huge weight loss, and all of a sudden she dropped a new song, and she's all over Facebook, all over Instagram, and everywhere else. I
Mm-mm.
can't stand whenever people like don't take accountability and try to rectify the issues, especially in a public space. People just feel like they can just stay quiet, not mention anything, and then come back and act like everything is okay. That's what I can't stand. You know, so is in regards to Marcelo Zuna, that's the first question I asked. Like, hey, like, what's his relationship with his wife?
Okay.
Has he done anything to resolve those issues? Because if it's a situation where, hey, you know, this happened, I'm just not going to acknowledge it at all. If it's a situation where someone going back to the podcast where like you hear people randomly speak negatively of other people, then they just don't mention nothing about it at all, and then they try to act like everything is cool. Like no, like you need to acknowledge the negative actions, and it's the same thing with everybody, whether you're a public figure or not. If you do something negative, you need to acknowledge it.
Well, Big Law, I didn't know I was a public figure until today. I, I apologize for that bird I shot at traffic.
you're, you're a public figure, T. Will. You're a public figure.
I can't be telling people to read between the lines. Is that what you're saying, Law?
Look, I look. You and your brand. That's on you. That's on you, T. Will. I can't tell you what to do.
He cut me off, damn it. He cut me off. He cut me off. He cut me. I was mad. Woo, woo, woo. I was mad. I sure did. Sir, if you're out there, you deserved it. You know you did. You know you cut me off. Anyway, uh, so no. All right, so he's forgiven. All right,
Yes,
so now I'm gonna go back in time on some of y'all. This is Dave Justice. For those of you who don't know who Dave Justice is, he was an outfielder with the Braves in the
man.
90s. And in
My first poster.
1995, the Braves are in the World Series. After game five, Dave Justice has the brass cojones to come out and say, hey, you Atlanta fans need to show up for us. I know we went to the World Series in 91 and 92, and we went to the playoffs in 93 and lost to Philly. I hate Philly. And there was a strike in 94. But damn it, we really need your support. I know you guys have gotten spoiled, but we need you Atlanta fans to get off your keisters at home and come check us out in the game. Now, this is 1995. And to gloss over this subject, this was not well taken by the Atlanta faithful.
No.
Who is this guy to say this to us? You know how we like our African Americans. Nice and silent and easy on the eye.
What?
Going down easy like vanilla ice cream. Ah, we just love it.
What?
Do you believe the arrogance of this guy? Who is he to say to us? The audacity. Shout out to you, Dad. The unmitigated gall of this guy to say
Unmitigated
this to
gall.
us. Oh, my dad loved that. Let me tell you something. When I heard unmitigated gall, it was at that moment, low, I knew I fucked up. It
Yes.
was gonna be, it was
It's
gonna be a penalty to pay. You
gonna be
had
some problems.
unmitigated gall. The
Gonna
unmitigated
be some
gall
problems.
to say this to me, to Meyer Lansky, Charlie Luciano, and me. My dad did not know Meyer Lansky and Charlie Luciano, by the way. They're gangsters. Uh, so Dave Justice says this to the fans, right? Fans go crazy. They are all over Dave Justice. You suck. You're an asshole. Da, 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 da. Probably some other words that we can't say on this podcast, but you get
Yeah.
the picture. And what does Dave Justice do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this week in Black History, Dave Justice, Game 6 of the World Series for your beloved Atlanta Braves, hits the one and only run and home run of the game that delivers the Atlanta Falcons, excuse me, Atlanta Braves, wishful thinking, Atlanta Braves, their first World Series. That's right. Dave Justice scores the only run that delivers Atlanta, Georgia, its first major league championship. The Braves in 1995 became the first legitimate franchise by winning a championship, and it was delivered by one Mr. David Justice. Now, of course, he was traded a year later, but that doesn't matter.
Which I still don't understand.
He did
I
deliver us
still don't
a
understand.
world championship. All right. I'm making light of a situation that offended a whole lot of people because you know how folks say with athletes, shut up and dribble.
Wow.
He's commenting on the fans. And if you think it's bad today, it was way worse in
Boy,
1995.
it was crazy.
Lo, give me your thoughts. First of all, do you think he did anything wrong
No,
in regards to that? Okay.
no, no.
Okay.
I feel like as an athlete, it doesn't matter whether it's a professional athlete or amateur athlete. There's nothing wrong with asking fans to come support you. I mean, if you're a fan, I mean, I should be able to say, hey, if you're a fan, come out, get loud, come support us. There's nothing wrong with that. And then, he backed up what he said by, you know, w- delivering with his play. So no, I don't feel like I, I don't see why people got so upset. To be honest with you.
You know why people got upset. But anyway,
I know why people got upset, but like I said,
but
like they shouldn't have gotten upset in my
no,
opinion.
no,
That's just me. That's
no,
just me though.
no. They and look it, Low. I'm in 100% agree. He did not lie. Okay, he did because in '91 everybody was on fire. But and a lot of times it's common. Like people just get used to it. So what a
Yeah.
lot of people would do is they wouldn't go to the early playoff games. They go, well, I'm gonna save my money to the World Series,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I guess David just had enough of it, even though they were in the World Series. I guess enough weren't coming out. But the funny thing is, people came out in droves.
Yeah.
Like that was the most
Yeah.
packed Fulton County Stadium. Wait, that was Fulton County
Yeah. That
Stadium.
was for.
95. That was the most packed Fulton County Stadium I'd ever seen. Right.
Yeah.
So people
Hmm.
did come out. Okay. Um. Craig said something really mean. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. It's some big ones. It's some big ones out there, Craig. That I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. It's look. Look. I first and foremost, I'm not a misogynist, but there are beautiful women
They're
in
beautiful.
every size.
BBW, boy.
They've become BBW,
Yes,
big old
sir.
beautiful woman. So, hey, Craig, I'm not
Hello.
gonna show what you said. I love you though. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, man. I look here. I've seen some. I'm just. Let me shut up. My wife watches the show. Anyway, uh, sometimes you gotta make that decision.
Hello.
Mike Lahusky says, "Hi guys, how we all doing? Hey
What's
Mike,
going
how
on,
you
Mike?
doing? A1, the guys, what it do, man? All right, so
What's up, Tip?
Dave, what's up, A1? So Dave really didn't do anything to be forgiven. Now this next guy, ooh, this next guy. I don't know if you're ready, Lo. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, you know how they warn you? Okay, this episode is you're gonna see graphic violence. Where this one's a
Yeah.
tough. All right, this one's a tough one. I gotta warn you. All right, but if we're talking about forgiveness, okay, we have to ask the question. So these are kind of bonus forgive guys. Okay, Lo, are you ready?
Yes.
Chat, are you ready? Carrie, this is for you. Are we ready to
Oh
forgive this guy?
Lord.
All right.
Oh no. Lord, Terry. Back it up, Terry. Back
Put
it
it
up,
in reverse,
Terry.
Carrie.
Put it in
Put it
reverse,
in
Terry.
reverse. Put it in reverse. You've gone too far. Somebody cut his mic off. We're taking his show off the YouTube. This guy,
Oh Lord.
this guy. What the hell is wrong with him? Right now, Carrie is cussing me out. Okay. Carrie
Boy.
is not. Yep, you absolutely right. You absolutely right.
Boy.
This is Carrie gonna get you, T Will.
Can't go hit the
It
chat
is
like, T
it is
Will, why did you
bad.
do that?
It is bad as oh no, that's not what she's gonna say. Oh no. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That's the Carrie y'all know. Hi shit. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Carrie don't be going. She don't be going. Ico, you do CT Will.
Let me tell you, it's gonna get
Like Carrie be like, look, you better push that out, T Will. Better push that out.
it, it's
Eat the
gonna get
cake, T Will.
real. It
Eat the cake.
see, I tell you how I know Carrie in Carrie in a meeting somewhere, but in about 20 minutes, she gonna come back here and be like, "What the? It's going okay. It's going digital." All right, y'all. So look it, and I'm gonna put a little sweetener or a chaser. Okay, I'm gonna put a little sweetener on this. All right, so ladies and gentlemen in the chat and Big Low, walk with me. Okay,
Okay.
walk with me. We are walking through the Terryverse, and in the
Oh,
Terryverse,
wait a minute. The Terry verse. I like this.
hey,
Okay.
let me
Okay.
tell you something. It's a wonderful place where you can always see the sun, day or night. So we
Drive
go to
through on
Creek
every
and Hill,
corner.
tell the one doctor everything will be all right.
Uh
And you
huh.
ask me how much you. I'm kidding. That was Prince. Let's go crazy. I love the
Okay.
beginning of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay, no,
Drive through on every corner in the Terry
hey,
verse.
you know, did you say what?
Drive through on every corner.
Goddamn
Everybody keep that
right.
thing on them.
Okay, hey, Waffle House delivers. And not
Waffle House.
only that, they answer the phone when you call, damn it.
Boy,
You
boy,
can
come on.
call in your order. How about
Come
that
on.
in the
Come
Terryverse?
Come on, T. Will. Come
How
on, T.
about that?
Will.
How about DoorDash is cheaper in the Terryverse than if you were to go through the drive-through? It's actually cheaper. How about that? I'm
They
just
got Mountain Dew coming out of water fountains.
goddamn right.
Mountain Dew fountains.
Goddamn right.
Man, no,
NIVs.
no.
NIVs. They could just put
Good,
it in your veins. That's right. It's in the
goodness
Terryverse.
gracious.
All right. So in the Terryverse, the Falcons this year win the Super Bowl. Our beloved, walk with me.
Okay, we
Walk with
walking.
me.
We
You know
walking. We
what? You
walking.
know what? I need to set the mood.
Uh oh.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn the lights down.
Uh oh.
Turn the lights down. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone within the sound of my voice, walk with me. It is
Okay.
2025. And
Okay.
our beloved Atlanta Falcons are 2 seconds from a victory that no one ever saw happening. And they
Mm.
finally crossed the threshold. They win the Super Bowl. Jax hops onto the field with the Falconator. Jack rips his shirt off and runs and goes to jail, but we bail him out, and it's cool because we love him. And the Falcons win the Super Bowl. Big Low loses his shit for about 3 days. T. Will goes absolutely freaking crazy. The world is great. Everybody loves chocolate ice cream. In this
What?
world, low, it doesn't have
What?
to make sense. It's scary world. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make
Okay. All right.
sense. Everybody loves
Everybody
chocolate ice
loves chocolate ice cream.
cream.
Like,
Everybody
what?
loves chocolate ice cream.
It's so random.
Yeah, it was. It was that was anti behavior. That's what he was. So I'm never letting that go, Ray. I'm never, I'm never letting that go. I just want you to know that. In this world, Big Low,
Hmm.
do you forgive Kirk Cousins? In the chat, in this world where we just won the Super Bowl, DoorDash is cheaper than drive-throughs. We are champions of the freaking world. Nobody can take it away. In this world, this year, 2025, are you guys forgiving Kirk Cousins? If so, drop a one in the chat. If not, drop a two. And if you're giving him the finger, drop a three. So,
For reading in between the lines.
no, what do you think? Are we
so
forgiving or not? Like, what are we doing?
so basically we're saying that after last year,
Yep,
this year Kirk Cousins, is still on the Falcons and he leads us to a Super Bowl.
yep.
Do we forgive him?
Do we forgive him?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I mean, you rectified the wrong. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I would forgive him. So I mean, you know, it wasn't guaranteed that we were going to win the Super Bowl this year. Well, in 2024, but we turn around and you say, now wait a minute. Does he just win the Super Bowl, or is it a situation where he comes out and says, "Hey guys, I apologize for what I did," or did
he
he
doesn't.
just come?
He doesn't do shit. He's
Oh,
just
wait a minute. So he ain't. So he just playing ball.
no. He's not even playing. He's on the team on the bench
Oh,
with
wait
the
a minute.
other
Hold
boys.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. 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 I thought it was a different type of situation. So he
No,
ain't.
Penix
So
wins it. Penix wins it, right?
oh,
But Kirk
Penix wins.
is on the team. Kirk
Oh
is on,
no.
Kirk doesn't say anything. Kirk's on the team. What I'm saying is the euphoria,
Oh
or let
no.
me say it a better way. Hold on, I just had an epiphany. Oh, I got to turn the light back on for this. I know. I'm sorry. Everybody out there is like, I did not know this man was this crazy. I did. I know that. That's why he drink all that damn Mountain Dew. Jesus Christ. All right. So, all right. Another, because there are multiple universes in Marvel. There could be
Uh huh.
multiple Terry universes.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Terry purse. Yeah.
In the multi Terryverse, in this other universe, right? Someone comes to Big Low, and Big Low, I'm sorry for putting this on you. Okay.
Okay.
Pause. I'm sorry for putting you in this scenario.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
But I got to do it. Big Low.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Obi-Wan Kenobi comes to you. I know it's not Marvel, but it's Disney, damn it. Obi-Wan Kenobi comes to you and he says, Big Low, have you seen Luke Skywalker? No, I'm kidding. He says, Big Low, Big Low, the Falcons can win the Super Bowl, but there is darkness in your heart. In order for the Falcons to win the Super Bowl, you have to forgive Kirk Cousins. In this universe, the only way they win the Super Bowl, you gotta forgive Kirk Cousins. What's happening, Lo?
Well, on behalf of King Richie, Craig, Monte Carlo, Chris Tip, A1 Forever Sports, Falconator, Michael, all the great Atlanta Falcons content creators, in the words of Thanos, whenever we're all underneath the confetti and we're bailing Jack Spade out of jail, and someone asked me, "Hey, Big Low, did you ever have to sacrifice anything for us to win this Super Bowl?"
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was
they,
great.
they asked, "What did you have to sacrifice?" I look at you in your eyes with tears streaming down my face and tell you everything, T. Will.
Oh, shit. Oh, oh, man, that was better than I could have ever. Bro, bro. Big Low, you are that dude, man. That was that. I put you in a difficult situation. God damn it. I tell you what, man, you are a diamond, bro. You are a diamond.
Man.
That was great. Holy shit, that was great, man. I just want to end the show right there. Like that was dope. That's freaking great. Like I don't have anything. Like you, that was great, man. That was a great answer.
Oh man.
Oh, but of course, I wouldn't be T Will if I didn't throw some things out there. So bonus round. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? It's getting to
Wait a
get
minute.
deeper. It's
It's
gonna
finna
get
get
deeper.
it's getting it is.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
goodness
yeah.
gracious. What
Oh
what
yeah.
what could be worse than this, T. Will?
Oh, some folks are gonna be mad at me. Chris A1 and I, we talk every day. He's my friend, but he's
Mhm.
about to be mad at me. He's probably gonna ignore my call. I'm not answering it. Hell no. Send his ass to voicemail. Are we ready to forgive? Drum roll, please. Kyle Shanahan. I said it. I meant it. I'm here to represent it. Are we ready to forgive Kyle Shanahan? Kyle, hey, while the Super Bowl's going, hey, San Francisco, yeah, no, I'm coaching the Super Bowl right now. Yeah. No, man, throw the. I look, I know we just need to score here, but you know what? Just throw a pass. Yeah, I know our offensive line on the right side is going. Just throw. Hello, San Francisco. Yeah, I'm in the middle of the game. It's okay. Really, what time can I steak? Everybody knows well done steak is for losers. Okay, all right. Are we ready? Are Have we forgiven Kyle Shanahan?
No.
Vinny says no, never will. Vinny says hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. No.
No.
Carlos says hell no. Uh,
It-
King Richard said, "Whoo, Lord, he will, Lord." That's probably what my mama up in heaven said, right? Lord, that boy,
Lord, that boy.
Lord, that boy. Jesus, I did the best I could.
Shouts out to you, Debo. I see you in the chat. Much love, Bo.
Debo vibes. What it do, man? That's my dude right there. That's my dude. What in the world, Bo? That's
What
my
in the
dude.
world, Bo?
That's my dude.
I
Uh
I wish there was a word in a dictionary that meant no even more.
more than no.
that
More
was
than
more
no, damn it.
that was more
More
than
than
no.
no. More than no. All right, Kyle and Kirk are tied for number one, but hell no. Okay. Uh Carlos says that rat fink can't stink in a dumpster in San Francisco. Okay, first off, Carlo, who uses rat fink anymore?
I
What
think
the
that's Arthur.
hell, man?
That sounds like Arthur Blake, right?
I
Like
mean, we
that.
We get it, Carlo. You're obviously a vociferous reader, an avid reader. But Jesus, rat fink. I
That
mean, what is this, man? The Jets and the Sharks?
I'm gonna have to tell you.
Jesus,
I'm gonna have to take that one up off you.
rat. My man said rat fink. Damn it, Carlo. You are the fan of the day. My man said rat fink.
That rat fink. That's
Rat
what Arthur Blank
fink.
would say.
That was, you know what? That was back in the day when females had words like fern and
Yes.
Mildred. Fern. Remember in
Yes.
school, Fern has two plants and five cats. How many does she have combined? My man said rat fink. Like, wow. Like, hey man, 1950, Carlo, 1950 call. They want their word back, bro.
Like I said, that sounds like an Arthur Blank word.
And I'm
Somebody.
impressed, man, because Carlo is a young dude. Carlo is obviously a reader. A reader. That is not a
Yeah.
word that you use if you're not a reader. And let's right now go literacy. Carlo, let's
Yes.
hear it for you.
Yes.
Reading is
Yes.
fundamental, damn
It
it.
is. It
Let's
is.
go. Hooked on phonics works for me. Obviously, Carlo can read because if you say words like rat fink, you already know what vociferous means. Okay,
Yes.
you can super.
Look, I can see us winning the Super Bowl, and Arthur Blank be like, "Hey, somebody get that scallywag rat fink off the field."
Somebody get that rat fink.
He talk about Jack Spade. Somebody get that rat fink off the field.
I don't think Jack would even say rat fink. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm impressed that like Carlo has depth, man. Carlo has depth, and Carlo is the fan of the day. Okay, and I don't care what you guys say. The fact that he would use that probably means that he knows who the Jets and the Sharks are in that play somewhere. What's the name of that play? West Side Story.
What's Side Story?
There's a place for us. Someday,
Uh-oh.
I love West Side Story. The Jets and the Shark. When you're a
Man,
Jet, my man said rat fink. Damn. Okay.
man. Coach Rona, she has. I didn't know this until a couple of years ago, but Fox Theater they have season tickets for plays. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So it's like, man, we got a chance to see a lot of good plays over the last couple of years.
So, Carlo, wait a minute. Chris said, till you do right by me. You do, wait, no, he didn't. Till you do right by me. Everything you ever think about gonna fail. It did, too. Debo said, the chances of me forgiving Kyle are as good as the chances of every American deli in Atlanta running out of wigs. Hell no. You
Ain't
know
no
what?
way.
I'm gonna do something I typically don't do. I typically don't do this. But it was so funny to me. I'm not gonna do it. But I asked him that question this morning, and his response was priceless. It was hilarious. Anyway, and then
Shout
I
shout out to American Deli selling them quail wings. By the way, shout out to American Deli.
shut up. Hey man, I love me some
Cause,
questions.
Cause the thing is that ain't no way them real chicken. Them wings that got too small
They're
to be
quail.
actual chicken
They're
wings.
quail. They're quail.
Nah. I'm just playing. They probably like chickens that hadn't matured fully yet, but they look like quail wings.
They
And
look like.
if
I get it. I get it. I
if
get it.
anybody's eaten a quail before, it's like they're like that big.
So Carlo, uh, this is what we call code switching in African American communities, meaning you have to be able to speak the language, right? So there are some environments in which you have to speak in how now, brown cow. You have to have subject and verb agreement, right?
Indubitably,
Indubitably. And then
yes.
there are, other environments where, hey man, you better have that thing on you, shout. You gotta know how to speak it. Carlos says, I just hate that motherfucker, man. He does. He did the code switch. Carlo is the fan of the day, damn it.
Oh man.
Carlo is the fan of the day. Big Low is thinking, I did not know you were this touched, T Will. I did not know that. I've learned so much. You really are touched. Okay.
Love it, man. Love it. Cause
Michael
I am too.
Husky, Michael Husky says, I will never forgive that a-hole, and I always hope he fails. As a coach, so far, so good. Mike, I I think you might need to let go a little bit of that hate out your heart. Like I'm hearing hate. I'm hearing hate. Like I'm just you know because Mike doesn't say words like a hole. Like he's always I took Mike there. You hear me? I took Mike there. Mike might get Carrie on the phone. Carrie, do you know what this bastard did? Do you know what he had the nerve to do? The unmitigated goal. Shout out to T. Will's father. The unmitigated goal. Jeez.
Oh man.
King Richie says. Crazy part is, I think he finally felt that way. A1. Good, Richie. I'm so into this. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. All right, so the pigeon wings. That's why they never run out. A1 says I'm good on dad and son. Mike ruined RG3 and had me calling him RG knee. Damn.
Wow.
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 Savage.
That's rough.
Ratchy something something. Damn. I don't know whatever what's her name says. I like the song. I messed up the words. That's why Solo. That's why Grappolo didn't work out
T
for me.
Will,
That's
man.
all. I you know that song classy. Kinda, like I like this. I don't know the damn words though. I fuck up the words every time. I fuck up the words every time.
Gotta
Maya
love
gets
T
so
Will,
embarrassed.
man.
Maya gets so she be like, Dad, no, oh, stop it, Dad, no, stop it. He embarrasses the shit out of her. Clappy, ratchet, yeah. I used to laugh at my parents who did that. I'd be man,
Now you doing
oh,
it.
I'd be messing up some lyrics. Carlos says that's just my mama forcing me to learn proper English because I was growing up geeks. Hey, Carlo, I love it, man. I love
Shouts
it.
out.
I love
Shouts out to the Geechee folks, man.
shout out to the Geechee folks and Carlos. Shout out to your mom. She obviously did a great job. And hey, man, my mom was the same way. So it's all good, brother. It's all good. Ain't nothing but love, man. Craig, Kyle, and Kirk both have to keep that thing on them. ATM. They even have security. I hear you, man. I hear you. Michael Lahusky, I'm going to be 62. My chances are running out. I can't give him a mulligan. Damn. I hear that, man. Mike, you 60. Okay. First and foremost, if you guys have seen Mike, Mike looks 30.
Yeah.
I look 62. I'm 54. Now, Mike, whatever you doing, brother, keep on doing it.
Keep on
'Cause
doing it.
you look great.
Keep on doing it, boy.
It must be like a fountain of youth down there in Puerto Rico. Damn. This dude does he's 62. I'm telling you, he looked 35.
I'm telling you.
Damn. Hey man, whatever you doing, man, send me that Michael Lahutsky diet. That shit's working.
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying, man. I'm a little jealous. King Richie, if Kirk don't leave, the fans gonna run him out because he can't be seen no more in Atlanta right now. And Kyle the same way. Yeah, yeah. But if Kyle had stayed, he wouldn't have had this problem. His fault. That's true. A1, Michael doesn't drink Mountain Dew, and that's all I'm saying.
Wow, Tip.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna let you go then, because it ain't stopping, baby. It ain't stopping.
Oh
Oh,
man.
oh man. Michael says, living my life. Now you doing something, bro. You look great. All right, Lo, looky. We've broached the subject of forgiveness. And
Yes, sir.
I'm being honest.
Uh-huh.
I'm being honest. Um, you forgive people for yourself. You don't forgive them for others. You don't forgive them for them. You forgive people for yourself. So right here on air, I'm gonna say I shit. I'm working on it. Hang on. I'm I'm I I, I shit. I'm trying. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Whew. Oh, if I had some liquor. Oh, I don't have any liquor here. Okay. Mm, damn it. What did dude say in that movie in 300? My knees, they just don't. When the king of Xerxes is in front of him and he's like, bow to Xerxes, and he's like, my knees, they just don't,
You
ah,
can't do it.
I just can't, yeah. This is Sparta. No, that was weak. This is Sparta. Okay. In all seriousness, I'm really trying, Lo. I am. All right. I forgive you, Kirk and Julio, and that dude that tripped me up in sixth grade when I was at the Y. I forgive you too. That was ashy behavior, but I'm going to
That was
forgive you.
that was ashy behavior.
I'm going
That
on
was
behalf
ashy
of Atlanta.
behavior.
Yeah, I can't do it. But on behalf of T. Will, I forgive Julio. I forgive Kirk. I forgive anybody that ever did anything because maybe ATL fans in that one act of obedience to the God I serve, maybe just maybe it will set forth a chain reaction, and maybe our Falcons will, in the next 3-4 years, win a Super Bowl. That's me. There, I said it. Low, are you forgiven, Julio?
Oh boy.
Go to commercial break. It's silent. Go to commercial break. It's silent. There's too much. Like, go to commercial break. Jeez, come on. I always cut up whenever Lowe's. I don't know what I always cut up when he's on the show. I don't know what is in the water. I don't know what it is. I always cut up when Lowe's on the show.
I mean, look, it's like I don't know. I I don't know. It's like I feel like we should get an apology, right? But I kind of feel like Julio's just kind of like, hey, let's just move on. This 404 day, like, oh, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we did this. Okay, see, Will. All right, okay. So see, now you got to pull you got to pull the definition up again because oh, this is paint me in the corner. This is paint me in the corner. See, Will. It kind of made me have to forgive him. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't got to do nothing. Stay black and die.
Oh shit! Oh wow! Oh, thank you, buddy. I
Nah, man.
appreciate it.
I forget Julio, man.
Oh wow! Oh, oh, that is ashy behavior, sir.
This is ashy
Oh,
behavior, man.
that is
You
some
know,
shit you say when you about to fight. I ain't gotta do nothing but stay black and die. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you will not come over here.
run up over here if you want to.
And when you about to fight, it's not here. It's here. I bet
Over
you
here,
won't come over here. Shout it.
shoot.
I ain't gotta do nothing but stay black and die. No, I'm not, Kirk. I'm not, Kirk. Kirk.
Oh man.
You went Miss Hawkins. Miss Hawkins. Damn, Lo, what happened? We were having such a good time. Lo, are you there? Lo, you hit the wrong button. This is so awkward. Okay. Wow. Lo, are you there? Phew.
So,
Damn, man. I thought Thanos got you. I was like, shit.
man.
So I thought it was the snap. I was like, oh my God, it really happened. Shit. Damn, Thanos. This Thanos like, well, you wanted the Falcons to win the Super Bowl. Boom. Oh,
Thought it was a
oh,
blip.
mic drop. Oh shit. Oh wow. What did you say, Lo?
Everything.
What did we give up for the Falcons? We gave up Big Low. We gave up. There's no more humor in the podcast. We have to give them our sense of humor. Jesus. Everybody's sad all day. Suicide has gone up by 48%. There's no more laughter in the land. It.
Oh man. gotta love it, boy. Always a good time, T. Will. We always have a good time with it,
Hey
bro.
man, hey, you know I love podcasting with you, man. And
Man,
all seriousness, folks, everybody who joined us, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Hopefully, forgive Julio. If you don't, hey man, that's your business. Either way, we appreciate everyone who hopped in this chat, watched
yes,
on Facebook, on Twitter, or X, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Insta, everywhere. Thank you to everyone who joined us. I know I had a good time. Big Low, what about you?
bro. I always have a good time on here with you, man.
Hey,
It's always fun.
I
Always fun.
I appreciate it, brother. That's what we got to do. That's my main rule. As long as you had a good time and the fans had a good time, and I know I had a good time, then we're gonna be all right. So
We
hey,
gonna be
Low,
all
tell
right.
the folks where they can find you, man.
Look here, man. My name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to talk about sports. And you can find us at Big Low Country Sports on YouTube, Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, any way that you could think of contacting me. Smoke signals, pagers, phone booths,
Two pigeons.
stool pigeons, carrier pigeons, ravens,
Oh shit.
notes in a bottle thrown out at sea. Anywhere that's where you could contact us. I do need y'all to make sure that y'all give T Will a like. If you haven't yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. T Will making great content out here, and we got to support the people who are making that great content out here, man. Got to.
Gotcha. Well, hey man, golly, Mike threw me. So Jack was supposed to send Mike his address. I'm Look, Mike, tune in tonight. I'm on it, Mike.
Get on them, get on them.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Get on him,
I
because
have
I
to do
mean, I'm Jack just slacking all the way around because he was supposed to fix my mailbox, but he ain't do that. So look, you can't trust him. You gotta stay on my
in my Jack Spade voice. That is not live. That is not lit. Okay, it is not going down in a major way. I'm just saying. It is not going down in a major way. Falcon fan.
Sheesh.
Hey, 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 man, I can talk about him. I love that dude, man.
Yeah, man.
I
That's
can talk about him.
good
What
people, bro. Good
good
people.
people, good people, and you love him too, damn it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
um, so yeah, man. Well, hey, everyone who joined us in the chat, cannot thank you enough. Appreciate you guys joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be with us, and we appreciate that. That is not lost on us. Next and most important, I want to thank God for waking me up today. Thank God for giving me a light heart and an able body and an able mind, and my family and friends like y'all, and definitely Big Low, and just everybody, man. No, Mike, you're not a pain. You are absolutely correct. And again, I'm gonna get on Jack as soon as I get off this, and I'm gonna hit you up via chat. So it's all good. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me pull it up here. Oh, there it is right there. So, guys, if you haven't already, grab the link below. Please like, share, and subscribe for my ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Say again, the number 4, my ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe as it does give your boy more oomph with the algorithm and gives us an opportunity to bring you more content like this, which I think we had a good time. I think everybody enjoyed themselves. So please like, share, subscribe, grab the link. If you want to, tell your friends. And hey, thanks everyone who joined us. Thank you to Jack Spade and Eric Parker who gave me my start in this business. And Big Low, as always, brother. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. That's weird. Anyway, rise up, everybody. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you at 4 with What the Falcon with Scott Carissa. Thanks, everybody. And we